Hi there. I want to tell you about a new service PGM is launching. It's an email marketing strategy designed to keep you connected to your donors so you get through this time successfully. We're calling it the Keep Calm and Stay Connected package. In it, you'll get monthly emails personalized to your mission so you know your donors are hearing from you on a consistent basis. Interested donors will respond to a branded landing page where they can tell you that they're interested in having a conversation or anything else that they might be thinking about in regard to their support of your mission. All of your interactions between the emails and the landing pages are recorded on a campaign dashboard, so you can see in near real time the effect of your email marketing. And don't worry, we're not going to leave you to figure this out on your own. In addition to the dashboard, we're going to schedule regular check-ins to review the progress of your campaigns so you know exactly which donors are engaging with your marketing and you know exactly where you should be focusing your attention. Solutions start as low as $495. That means for only $495, you can keep your organization top of mind until things return to normal. So click the link in the description below this video and schedule a demo to learn more. Thanks, and now back to our regularly scheduled PSA. Hi everybody, this is Jeff Stein, President of Plan Giving Marketing with our latest installment of Practical Solution Announcements, PSAs. And as always, I am joined by our friend and colleague, Greg Wilson. Greg is the Senior Major Gift and Plan Giving Officer at Good Shepherd Rehab in Allentown, Pennsylvania. So in this segment today, we are going to talk about marketing, what it is and what it is not. And we have kind of been delicately balancing this education-based marketing concept for a long time because plan giving people love to talk about how much we know about the different ways somebody can make a gift and the tax benefits and the impact benefits that those gifts can have. But what we're discovering is that a lot of those messages are falling flat because we're trying to go too fast. Greg is going to use an analogy later on that I think is a really good way of describing it. But the way I try to look at this, or the way I try to explain to it, is that when your donor goes to the mailbox, right, they're not looking to get educated about the latest and greatest of the CARES Act. They are not going to their mailbox to find out exactly how a charitable remainder unit trust works. They're not going to their mailbox for anything in particular. When they open that mailbox, it's the job of marketing to get their attention, to deliver some degree of information that inspires them to consider what it is that you want them to do. But if you go too fast, you're going to lose them because most people are not in the state of mind where when they open their mailbox, they're looking to be educated on a way that they can make a gift. It's just not how it works. So, Greg, earlier today, you and I were talking about the things that you're doing at Good Shepherd to kind of bridge this gap between fundraising and marketing, particularly now that you're not able to go on these face-to-face visits or have these meetings or events with donors. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about that letter that you wrote and the effect it's having on filling your funnel?
Sure. We actually are releasing, like many organizations are, releasing a letter explaining everything that we're going through right now as we, and we're in a slightly different situation than a traditional acute care hospital, but what we're doing to prepare for the COVID-19 virus as it comes through our specific area of the state of Pennsylvania. But making sure that we share that with individuals, sharing that with people that have a strong connection to us, but also reminding them as to what Good Shepherd's mission still is, who our founders are, what our core principles are, and really just with everything else that's going on, trying to make sure that we're using this as a nice way to both make our donors feel like they're insiders, as well as just ensure that we're staying front of mind for them, so that they, the thoughts of all the work that Good Shepherd doesn't fade from their mind right now.
So your letter, is it an ask? Is there a send us a check, sign up for this, sign up for that? What's your call to action? What are you trying to get people to do after they read this letter?
There's two passive calls to action on this. It's to going back to the galas that you mentioned, participate in our newly conceptualized special events for the spring to make sure that they can still come out and still be connected with Good Shepherd, I think is really the main, I know that that's the main push that we're still trying to get through right now. And there is an ask in there, but it's not a aggressive direct mail type of ask. It's more of just, hey, if this is of interest to you, we have 2 funds set up that specifically address our particular COVID related needs. But really, I would say 75 to 90% of it are just updates on what's going on at Good Shepherd, what we're doing to address it, and what we're doing to keep our patients, residents, and associates safe.
So by letting people know what's going on at Good Shepherd and how you are addressing the current situation, but also how the current situation has created additional needs, you're kind of giving the reader an opportunity to imagine or to envision how they can help you, right? As opposed to saying, hey, we're in this crisis and we need money now. You're saying, hey, this is what we're doing and this is how we're affected by it. If this is something that it inspires you or gets you to consider to help us, give us a call, because there are a lot of different ways to do it. I imagine that those calls are far more, far more in depth in terms of what is going on and how that donor can have an impact than anything that you're covering in a couple of sentences in a letter. Is that?
Yes. Yeah, and I would say that as well, because the gifts that we have had come in so far with some of the marketing that we've done have been wide ranging. So we've received some gifts of straight up the traditional, somebody's writing a check, through different organizations who are providing different personal protection equipment supplies to us and for our clinical staff. But it keeps going back to what we talk about. It's allowing somebody to really decide how they want to raise their hand, how they want to show their love for Good Shepherd in our case. And, you and I have joked about things like this before. In my mind, it's if we try to go too fast and beat somebody over the head too much, it's like shouting a conversation through their house wall rather than ringing the doorbell first and trying to talk to them and engage them and draw them into the conversation. I just think that that's key. We have to allow donors to progress along their time frame rather than us just beating them over the head saying, nope, it's right now, you need to make this kind of gift and this vehicle of gift, and you need to do it in the next 30 days. It's just about saying, hey, this is what's going on with us. We know that you love us. We're here to have a conversation. And the tail end is it also makes people more receptive when I do make my outreach calls to them, that they then know what's going on. They feel like they're an insider and they feel like they're part of our team.
And they know who you are, right?
Yes.
They know who's calling. They know why you're calling. You've used the marketing to set it up. There's something you touched upon there. I was smiling as you were saying, because I thought you were going to go there. But it's that thing that we've been repeating over and over and over again, and that is that we got to stop making decisions for our donors, right? Let the donor make the decision themselves. Yep. And typically we're in planned giving, we're always thinking about the gift that is most suitable for that donor and telling them why they should make that kind of gift now. But you also related it to this extraordinary time that we're in right now, and we don't know what your donor's mindset is or what they're thinking or how they're thinking they can help you. So now, like you said, you're dealing with people who have something to give, like they have access to PPEs or they have access to solutions or resources that the hospital needs that have nothing to do with writing a check, or they have the capacity to help through some form of volunteerism or community service to help you. So the letter, the marketing, lets people know that there's an opportunity to do something, but that something is largely up to them. It's allowing the donor to make a decision about how they're going to have an impact, as opposed to telling the donor, this is how we need you to make an impact. So again, sales fundraising is not marketing, and marketing is not fundraising. Smart fundraisers are using marketing to start a conversation with donors, to get donors to think about how they can have an impact and get those donors to raise their hand. So when the fundraiser picks up the phone to make that call, the donor already has a sense of how they are going to help you make an impact. And then you can have a conversation about the specifics of that gift, right? And help them with their decision on what to do to help you and have impact at your organization. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Greg, thanks again for hopping on the call. We are going to continue this series and get deeper into the distinction between marketing and fundraising and the various ways you can improve your marketing to get better results, to keep your pipeline full. So for all of us at Plan Giving Marketing and Greg Wilson, thank you for joining us. As always, look below in the description of this video for a link with more information and more tools that will help you be a more effective communicator, marketer, and drive more leads to your organization so you can be a successful fundraiser. Thanks again. Have a great day.
Thank you.